Last time we talked about AI in law. In this video, I would like to give an example on how AI is used in courts and corrections departments in the US. Some of these departments use algorithms to determine a defendant's risk in likelihood of committing another crime and the probability of absconding. Also, the algorithms were used to inform decisions about bail, sentencing, and parole. Compass is a proprietary algorithm. That means it is a trade secret. It was used by the Wisconsin judgment system. Basically, it is a supervised learning with input of the background of the defendant. The output is the likelihood of reoffending and supervision of the defendant should receive. In 2013, Mr. Loomis pleaded guilty for his role as a drive-by shooting. The algorithm Compass classified Mr. Loomis as high risk. Then, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Later on, he appealed, citing that Compass is a black box, which he was unable to access or challenge. As mentioned before, this algorithm is proprietary. The public do not know how it works. At the end, the Supreme Court ruled against Mr. Loomis, as the sentence would have been the same even without the algorithm. So if we use neural network-based algorithms, usually we can tell the depth or the layers we have in an algorithm, so we do have some information. But indeed, these kinds of algorithms lack transparencies. So, whether we should trust the algorithm is based on their performance. That means how close the predictions will be in comparison with human. AI scientists can tell how a neural network was designed, how it was trained and its performance, the input and output of a specific case, but not explaining its decision-making process. So, the problems are: how do you judge its decisions in a specific case? How do you ensure fairness and there is no discrimination? How do you discredit its output? AI is not only used in court, it is also used in law enforcement agents. Kansas City Police uses algorithms to identify potential criminals. Chicago Police had used an algorithm to compile a list of people most likely to shoot or to be shot. On Memorial Day 2016, 64 people were shot, and the police said 50 of them were on the list. So the question is whether we should use AI in courts as well as in law enforcement agency. Human decision-makings are at times incoherent. Let's take a look at this chart. So the parole boards are more likely to free conflict if the judges had just had a meal break. So you see here, after the meal break, there is a higher percentage of favorable rulings. And human is biased. In 2004 and 2012, New York City Police conduct 4.4 million stops. That means the police found some people suspicious and then they stopped them. 88% results in no further actions. That means the people were doing nothing wrong at all. 83% were Black or Hispanic, even though they account for only half of the population. So, we can see that humans are biased in these examples. So to summarize, AI is currently used in courts as well as law enforcement body, and there are still many problems that need to be solved. For example, the lack of transparency in neural network-based algorithms. In the next video, we'll discuss more on ethics in AI in other aspects.